Hello? Wait, can you hear me? Hi Piccolo, Pterodota, Vulcan, Squire Bear, Leafy, Tinker, 47 Guy. You're muted. Okay. Alright, Tinker. So that's how it is, huh? You wanna play that game, huh? But generally, welcome. Yeah, so I thought I'd do like a nice little impromptu stream, considering that I won't stream on Sunday. God. I'm a little... I have like a tiny bit of a headache, but also, my throat is a little like given out because coincidentally, right before like this stream, the reason why I started like a little late is because, well actually, let me just go ahead and switch over to... So like, funnily enough, the reason why I started the stream like a little late was because I was recording the pre-recorded VOD for Sunday. And yeah, I was kind of like yapping a lot. Now, I know I said before that I've had like conversations with myself and like I'm able to like kind of, you know, like converse and talk with myself for a long period of time. However, I didn't realize just how much I would yap to myself about. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. And it's purely because, what is it? One thing that I really appreciate with like live streams and like seeing like people's messages is that when I'm able to see your messages, so I feel like my model's like a little tiny, sorry. When I see your messages and stuff, it kind of like keeps me on track, like on a clear topic. When I was yapping to myself, I was like all over the place. I kept on like getting sidetracked and stuff on like separate, like multiple topics. And then I had to like kind of backtrack and be like, oh wait, I was talking about this first. And then I like started talking about that. But generally, Sunday's pre-recorded VOD will include like a, well, just chatting section, but also a game section. I don't know if I already announced it, but like the game that I played for the pre-recorded VOD was a game called Exit 8. And it's mostly because I saw that the game Exit 8 can be finished like pretty fast. Like it only takes, I looked up online. And apparently Exit 8 only takes like around like 45 minutes to like beat. I actually initially beat it in 15 minutes. And it was kind of funny because when I beat the game, I kind of like didn't know what to do because I beat the game at like the hour mark of the VOD. And I'm like, oh, I thought I'd be here for like a little while. I guess I'll just play it again. And then like while playing it again, I had a lot more trouble. So then it like kind of, what is it? I was able to like make it. The VOD is kind of short on the shorter end. I think I stopped recording at around an hour and 50. But yeah. Stretch. I do hope that, at the very least, although it's not as long as a regular stream like VOD, I do hope that, like, if you do decide to watch it, this isn't me saying, like, go watch the VOD or anything, but I do hope that you do enjoy it, and that I was able to kind of, like, recreate the stream experience, even though I was talking to myself like a schizo. Piper on a Friday? How's bizarre? Yeah, it's very rare, for me to, like, stream outside of, like, the scheduled streams, but I felt like I kind of like owe it a little, considering like, you know, Sunday will be like the first scheduled stream that I'm gonna be missing. So I thought like, oh, I'll stream like, have a nice little just chatting, just yapping stream for Friday, but also a pre-recorded VOD for everyone on Sunday. So like 2 streams for the price of 1. Although if you really think about it, like the pre-recorded VOD is around an hour and 50, so around like 2 hours, and this is probably gonna be around 2 hours as well. If you put them together, they just make one whole VOD. Although completely separate topics. I hope you got enough sleep, miss going to bed super early in the morning. Oh, hi, Licorice. Or Licorice, sorry. He doesn't even need us there to do the yap no jutsu. Yeah, I mean, you guys will be able to hear it like on Sunday. I will schedule the VOD to like be posted probably in the noon on Sunday. But you guys will see, just to like, although I was able to yap with myself for a long period of time, I was not keeping to topics at all. So it's mostly just me rambling for like a good 40 minutes before I remember to play the game. And then when I played the game, I beat the game like in 15 minutes. So then I had to play the game again because I'm like, oh crap, like I was not expecting to beat the game this fast. Yeah, the time to beat can be really RNG based on if it gives you easy or not easy stuff. Yeah, so for any of you who doesn't know like what Exit 8 is, it's like a spot the difference kind of game where you walk down like a hallway and you have to like spot the differences or like weird things from happening. I mean, if anything, I probably like showed a little on this stream, but honestly, I think it's better to like wait for Sunday stream because I don't want to open it again. Sunday VOD, Piper will talk about tea and somehow end in the fall of the Byzantine Empire. Well, like, the conversations I was having with myself kind of like was like that, where I'm pretty sure at one point I was talking about like a VTuber that I, like a VShoujo VTuber that I like, and then all of a sudden I started talking about like something else, like that had nothing to do with VTubers. And then like after like a good like 5 to 10 minutes, I kind of like realized like, oh, I stopped talking about VTubers, so then I had to like go back and like continue that topic. I mean, then again, to be fair, I didn't exactly like start the stream like with a list or anything or like a bunch of talking points. I kind of just like press recording without any plan, which, you know, as you know, it's a horrible idea for anything. You don't exactly, it's not a good idea to like kind of just jump into stuff without a plan. Friday stream plus a Sunday schizo VOD. Why are you spoiling us? It's because I feel really bad missing Sunday stream. I don't know. I've kind of been proud at the fact that I haven't like skipped any like scheduled streams so far. And like, what is it? Like for example, even when I was sick or like super out of it or super exhausted and tired, I still like pushed myself to stream on a scheduled stream day because I do know. Of course, this doesn't apply to like everyone here. However, I do know that some people do like kind of go out of their way to kind of like include me into like their schedules. And I want to like make sure I respect and am considerate of people who do that. Because the last thing I want to do is like, I mean, I know it's like, I technically am, oh, thanks for the refollow, Castle. I do know that, well, of course, like I'm entitled to kind of just like tell people like, oh, I don't feel well, I feel sick or something. I don't think I can stream. But I feel like for me personally, it's like I would much rather ensure that people don't miss out. Because like if I don't, like if I skip a stream because I feel sick and I don't make it up, I don't know. I just feel really bad about doing that. Because now that's like 2 streams in a week instead of 3. And like I do know that people kind of like pick their own schedules and stuff as far as like streaming is concerned. However, I feel like I'm doing like the minimum amount of streams because there are some other, I know like you're not supposed to compare yourself. Here I go, already starting to like ramble on my own. However, I do know that there are some other VTubers or like not even just VTuber streamers who like stream like multiple times in like a week. Like sometimes they stream daily, like Monday through Friday. It is so insane. And honestly, I'm in like complete like awe of like how do they do that? Like how are you able to like stream back to back so many days? Like I definitely do not have the social battery to do that. I mean that one day where I streamed like a Saturday and then Sunday, like that kind of like really like tested the amount of like social battery I had in me. For me, I added the gaps between stream days to kind of like give myself to rest. Because like I don't like mentioning the fact that like I'm an introvert or anything, but generally it's like as an introvert my battery's like kind of limited, so I kind of just like what is that? I kind of just like my battery depletes and then on a rest day it like what's the opposite of deplete? It increases, it like recovers. And then that's when it like on Thursday, like let's say I stream on Tuesday, I use up my social battery. And then I rest on Wednesday, it recovers, it charges up. And then on Thursday, it depletes again because, well, I'm using my social battery again. And then like the 2 days, like Friday and Saturday, I generally, like on Fridays, I generally don't do anything like online. I'm pretty sure you all have probably like noticed, but whenever it's like Friday or Saturday, those are like the days where I use social media the least. Like I very rarely use social media because those are kind of like my rest days from like anything social. However, I try my best to like be active on, at the very least, like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, like in the Discord, and stuff, because I want to make sure like it would be very, very strange if like, I mean, the server is like technically mine and it's just like I never use it. It's like that's a little, you know? But sorry, I'm already like behind on messages. I'm going to start catching up. I went on like my own mini rant. I'm kind of like, because like I said before, I just recorded the pre-recorded VOD for Sunday. My mind is kind of still in that like weird like limbo of just like, I need to start yapping to myself again. I initially had the idea of like maybe not like having a full out podcast, but kind of like having like me channel videos where I kind of like talk about like ramble on about stuff for like an hour. And I was gonna call that like the Piper Ponders series. But then after like doing that pre-recorded VOD, I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. Because when you listen to podcasts and stuff, generally, you know, they have a topic and then they start talking about that topic and, you know, you kind of like follow the flow of like a conversation there. Well, that and like many podcasts have like multiple people in them instead of just like a single person. Although I do know that there are podcasts out there with only one person. More often than not, there's like multiple people in there. So like a Piper Ponders like kind of like podcasty like video, like our video on my main channel would probably just be me rambling like a schizo. And I don't think that would be at all like interesting to, I mean, everyone, I mean, for the people who do play, not play, but for the people who do plan on like watching the pre-recorded VOD on Sunday, I guess that'll be like immediate feedback from me on like whether or not like the whole like Piper Ponders like series idea is probably a good idea. Because if people like find it difficult to kind of like listen to me yap and lose track of like topics and stuff and get like sidetracked often, then I don't think I'm probably gonna follow through with that idea, because it's like, I mean, who would want to listen to a person me yapping about like multiple topics and not staying on any topic? But I digress. I smell something burning again. That's not good. Oh my god. It smells like smoke. I'm just gonna assume everything's okay. I'm gonna assume everything's okay. If I spontaneously combust, it was just meant to be. But yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and start catching up on messages. I'm stopping by to give a quick hello. Can't stay because some of us have plans for Fridays. Oh yeah, no problem. Hi, Jack Girl. Well, also bye, Jack Girl. I hope you have a good rest of your Friday. Hello, everyone. Oh, hi, Otako. Otako Hentai. Alan Wake speedrun. We don't talk about that. I forgot to change the title because like when I was making like the pre-recorded VOD, I didn't change the title. So then I kind of like just started streaming and then I realized, oh my god, it still says Alan Wake and whatnot. But don't worry, it's like different now. But there will not be any Alan Wake. It's just just chatting for this one. And I'm probably just gonna just chat for like around 2 hours because I kind of like want to relax a bit. Because I spent like when I woke up, well, I woke up pretty late, but when I did wake up, I spent the time like packing and stuff and getting ready because I'm going out of state, and that's why I won't be streaming on Sunday. So I spent like a lot of the day like being busy. So I kind of like wanted to like sit back and like kind of relax. Also, of course, like make up for the fact that I won't be streaming Sunday, but I also don't exactly, because like if I didn't stream Sunday at all, well, I'm not streaming Sunday, but if I didn't decide to do this stream, then like there would be like a massive gap of just like the last time I see you guys would be like Thursday, and then I start streaming Tuesday. So how many days is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, that would be like a 4 to 5 day gap since the last time I see you guys, which is like a long gap. I don't like being like separated for that long. I'm just happy I'll be getting my scheduled dose of Piperam. Is it like a drug, Firebear? Hope you have a great Friday, Jack Girl. Yeah. Hi, Night Exile. My voice is like kind of giving out on me. It's one of them anomaly likes. Yeah, where you kind of like have to look at anomalies and kind of point them out. And if you like continue walking down that exit, and there is an anomaly in the hallway, you get sent back to exit 0, and then you have to make your way up all the way back to exit 8. Very kind of you, Penny. Yeah, well, again, I do care about like everyone here. And the last thing I want to do is deprive everyone of your local annoying, sad little librarian for like multiple days. Don't push yourself too hard though. Your health is important. My health is secondary. Yeah, now imagine subathons. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm said before where I cannot see myself doing a subathon, like at all. And it's mostly because of the fact that like streaming back to back, like back to back days, like that Saturday, Sunday stream, like a little while ago, like doesn't like a complete number on my social battery where like I am so dead, like after the fact. Friday Piper, let's go. Hi Snugga. Regenerate. Hey pretty, you know, I get recharged when I'm with you. Hi Great Ninja. I like the schedule because it reminds me of the day and also gives me something to look forward to during the work week. Yeah, and that's why I really want to respect the set schedule I have. If you notice, like many other like VTubers, well, not just VTubers, but like streamers, but mostly with VTubers, they post their like weekly schedules, and I used to do that as well. Where like every week I would post a schedule, but then I noticed that like the days that I stream would always be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. And then I kind of figured like posting a schedule beforehand, I feel it's kind of redundant when like people would already know that I stream on like these 3 days. So that's why I stopped like posting the schedule. And I stopped doing that all the way back in September. So how many months ago was that? So let's see. October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so that was about 5 months ago. And it kind of was like a good thing because also, what is it? I was kind of like running out of art to put with the schedules too. So kind of worked out in the end. Hi Galaxy. I would watch a Piper Ponder episode. I mean, maybe. Like again, considering like I'm going to like keep an eye out on like the reception of like the pre-recorded VOD for the people who do watch it. And if people do like me kind of like yapping to myself, then I probably will consider like doing the Piper Ponder series. Oh, and for anyone who is gambling or like betting, the tea I'm drinking right now is I think I already said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm drinking green tea with like, or wait, oh my god, elderberry flavored green tea. There you go. Which is probably not a good idea because green tea I'm pretty sure has caffeine in it. And it's like 8:23 right now for me, 8:23 in the evening. Gameplay series where you mainly yeah. I mean maybe. I will say that when playing the game, I did find it a little difficult. Like finding things to talk about. Because well specifically for Exit 8, it's like you can only say so much and like trying to look for anomalies and stuff. At least I feel. It was like a little hard for me to like kind of continue or start a conversation surrounding that. Check it out. Toast means you're having a stroke, I think. What is a stream if not a solo podcast? That is true. A lot of my... I do like... kind of like how this one person, like a while back, kind of described my streams as like, well, specifically the just chatting portion of my streams, but they describe it... I wish I could remember who said it. But generally, they describe my streams as like an interactable podcast. And I feel like that's such a cool... kind of description for what I do. Because in essence, it's like I kind of like talk about random topics, and then I respond to people's messages about those topics, or like messages that have like nothing to do with the topics, and then I start talking about that instead. So in a sense, it's kind of like a podcast that, well, you can interact with, and you kind of have like influence over. And I think that's so cool. And not the burning milk again. Hope everything is well, Piper, and not combust. I will spontaneously combust now. Piper permit ponders while playing Puyo Puyo Tetris would be alright. I think Puyo Puyo Tetris, I've mentioned this before, and I actually did talk about it a little in the pre-recorded pod. However, Generally, I find it very hard for me to multitask when like playing a game, but also trying to like read messages, like interact with like multiple things at once. And that's purely because the fact that like my brain kind of functions in a way where I can only do one thing at a time really well. And I feel like a lot of people are the same, where in just chatting, I'm reading messages and I do that really well. When I'm like playing a game, I'm playing the game and I'm only doing that and I do that really well. However, trying to mix the two, I either start like really sucking at the game or I take like a little while to like read messages. Hope everything, wait, Piper Permit ponders while playing Puyo Puyo Tetris. So how many deaths for today's challenge? 0 deaths. I'm not playing any game today. This is just a oh my god, just chatting stream. I'll miss the Piper. Don't worry. Again, the pre-recorded VOD will be posted. Well, scheduled to be posted on Sunday, but also Tuesday stream will be completely normal. Again, actually, a nice reminder. In the Discord, don't forget to vote for like the next game that will be played on Tuesday. All of the games I have like already inside my library. All of them except which one? Except Sonic X Generations. That's the only game that I don't have. So I need to buy that one. Be sure to rest well, Piper, especially for traveling. Even if it's just a road trip, it can be quite exhausting, I would know. Yeah, I should be fine, I'm pretty sure. In time for a stream at last, huzzah. Oh my god, hi Kelpie. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hope you are doing well in Japan. Piperium is my favorite drug. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie, when I read Piperium, it kind of gives off the vibes of like a cryptocurrency instead of a drug. Balties can only survive 2 or 3 days without exposure to Piper. What happens then? Just spontaneously combust? Green tea has caffeine but drastically less than black tea. Yeah, but I do know it has a little, but maybe because I drink tea so often. I probably will be fun because my caffeine tolerance is probably already like really high. Intractable Podcast likes to commenting on a forum and getting a reply days later when he waits to describe the librarian, yeah. Yeah, to a degree. It's kind of like that, where again, I'm like usually behind on messages, although I'm seeing right now that I'm catching up. But I'm usually like super behind on messages, but I'm very happy that I'm getting like better, I think, when like trying to get through messages. Well, I wish I could stay longer, but I'm running on 40 hours of no sleep. Gotta get back on today's shift. I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday. And rest up, I hope you enjoy your time out of state, Piper. Stay safe and hope your allergies will out. Yeah, thanks for being here, Super Cowbell. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night's rest, because 40 hours of no sleep is not at all good. And I guess I'll see you Tuesday. Although you'll see me Sunday, so that's pretty cool. I'm like commenting on a forum. Howdy. Hi, Scarus. Sir Helldiver. Piper the Yapper. Hi, Landy. Vote for Andy and Lele. Well, I'm not saying to vote. I was just reading a message, but if you want me to play Andy and Lele, I do have the game. Piper ran up to the moon. Oh god. Your streams are either before I wake up or during my class times, unfortunately. Yeah, time zones are like a really tricky thing, where I stream like in the early evening and like Eastern Standard Time, which is like the East Coast of the United States. So it's very hard for people, I imagine, who like live in like, especially like Asia, maybe even Europe. Yeah, like Asia and Europe, because like for Europeans, 6 p.m. for me would be like midnight for them. And then for like people who live in Asia, I imagine like the time difference would just be so massive. It's like 6 p.m. for me would probably be like I don't know, like 9 a.m. for people in Asia. Oh, hi, Pixies in a Jar. Also, I'm also caught up with messages, so isn't that cool? my god, this is the first time I like fully caught up. Hope no one just starts like spamming. Yeah, generally. What is it? I'm trying my best to think. Because I spoke a lot in the pre-recorded VOD for Sunday. And I don't want to start repeating topics. Well, I guess like one of the things that I was talking about, posture check. Don't worry, my posture is fine. Hey, yippee. I got lucky finding a streamer in EST that I enjoy watching. Yeah, I'm very happy that a lot of you do, well, oh my god, sorry. There were like multiple sentences or words I wanted to say and they all jumbled together and then my brain just like started buffering. But generally, I'm very appreciative that for the people who do like, what is that? Kind of like work me into their schedule. It's like, that is insane, but I appreciate the insanity. I too have a person who streams I like to watch. But like, I can't imagine. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, thank you. Asia, I think they are 13 to 14 hours ahead of you. Yeah, so for people in Japan, I think they're 13 hours ahead of me. So like, because it's 6 p.m. for me now, it's probably like 11 or something there. Currently 10:30 a.m. in Japan. Oh, never mind. It's 8:32 p.m. for me here. Again, like I live in the eastern coast of the United States. Oh, hi, Austin. Wait. I'm just gonna say Oz. Hi, Oz. I was gonna say wedlock, but I feel like that's a little too, like, prim and proper. Worst coast? I don't think so. 77 key points off. Wait for what? I should probably... Well, actually, I probably did preface this already. I have, like, the slightest, like, headache because I'm a little sleep deprived. And, like, again, I was, like, super busy today, but also I came out of, like, the pre-recorded VOD. So I'm very, very sorry if I'm, like, a little out of it or if I'm, like, spouting nonsense. That tends to happen a lot. When I'm not all mentally there. However, I will say I'm in tip-top shape to continue conversation. Daylight savings. Oh my god, I hate daylight savings so much. Well, it's like a love-hate relationship. For those of you who don't know what daylight savings is, it's a stupid thing that Americans have where, what is it? Like in November or September? I don't remember. But like, you have to push the hour, like the clock's like an hour ahead and then an hour behind. I don't remember specifically like when those times are. But generally, I think November, we turn the clocks behind an hour. And then sometime in like April or May, we have to like turn the clocks forward. So generally, the way that works is in November. I'm pretty sure it's November. I could be wrong. Someone fact check me on that. Oh my god, that's actually one of the things when I was doing the pre-recorded VOD. I remember like, what is it? I would see something or like state an opinion and then I'd like ask for someone to fact check that and then I realized like, oh wait, no one's here. Let's see. I live in the evil part of the EST zone. What is the evil part? Like Florida? Oh, that's what? East superiority time. 6:32 p.m. So you're Central Time, Landy, I think. Sunday, March 9th, 2025 to Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. Yeah, so on March, you have to push the clocks an hour forward, which means you lose an hour of sleep. And then on November, you push the clocks backwards, which means you gain an hour of sleep. That's kind of like how it works. I'm pretty sure, maybe. Also, there's an ad break. Like, I'm gonna push the ad break. There'll be an ad break in like 5 minutes. I only caught it just now. But generally, in November, you gain an extra hour of sleep. Sometimes it feels really good, which is why I say like I have like a love-hate relationship with like daylight savings, because like I really, really like the fact that I like gain an extra hour of sleep in November However, I hate the fact that I lose an hour of sleep in what is it, March? The Midwest. In the fall, clocks fall back 1 hour. You will gain an extra hour of potential sleep or play. In the spring, clocks spring forward 1 hour. Yeah, so that's exactly how it works. No paper, I'm PST. Oh wait, are you West Coast? I'm so sorry, Landy. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm missing everything. Chat, what do I do? 3 people I need to watch are live, but 1 I'm out. 2 I only have my phone. Oh well, problem pass. It's okay. I mean, like, for me personally, you can... I mean, if you want to, you can miss my stream because I will post a VOD. Probably sometime tomorrow, before I leave. Like, out of state. Easy to think of it as fall falls back an hour, spring springs forward in 1 hour. Oh, that's a really good way of putting it, actually, Castle. Yeah, so generally, fall falls back an hour, and then spring springs forward 1 hour. We got rid of the daylight savings. Weird to think of the past. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm so used to having daylight savings, though. I can't imagine, like, not having it, you know? But generally... Yeah. Wait, why was I talking about daylight savings again? Oh no, it's because we were talking about time zones and, like, how difficult time zones are. And I imagine, like, people who don't live, like, in America find it very difficult to catch streams. Just totally okay. Like, I mean, I very much would, like, have everyone here. However, I also do know, like, it's important to prioritize convenience, and it's not convenient if, like, you have to wake up at, like, 3 or 4 in the morning in order to even catch a stream. I just beat Mega Man 02 again. It's peak, now it's time for Mega Man 3. Oh, hi, Steve. Also, congratulations. Let's just blow up the sun. I don't think that's a good idea. I always forget about daylight savings until it happens. Honestly, I'm kind of the same. It's one of those things where it's like out of sight, out of mind. I don't really pay much like mind to it, considering like it only happens like twice in a year. It's kind of like my birthday. I always forget when my birthday is because I never pay attention. Let's just blow up half the moon. Why not steal the moon, like Gru from Despicable Me? I completely forgot about daylight savings since coming to Japan. Had it in Australia though. Wait, Australians have daylight savings as well? Hashtag conquer the sun. No, that's a great idea. Hashtag sundown. I don't think we should blow up the sun. I feel like that's a very problematic and disastrous, like, thing for our solar system. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry. I'm like so tired. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, why were we talking about daylight? No, wait, I already asked that question. Daylight savings because time zone difference. How's everyone doing tonight or morning? How's your morning going? Depending on like where you are. I guess if you're in the United States, it's still the afternoon, late afternoon. If you're like in that stupid West Coast over there, and Nick the Sun, it's had it too long to. Wait, oh my god. Nick the Sun, it's had it too good too long. Vokan, you're gonna end the human race. I cannot allow that. I'm eating. Oh wait, like, are you going to sleep? Are you gonna go to sleep soon, or are you gonna sleep now? We should shoot a laser into the Earth, separate the tectonic plates, and release an Eldritch demon that will soon destroy the Earth. Is the Eldritch demon inside the Earth? While we're at it, let's kick the moon's ass. Okay, what are you guys talking about? West Coast equals West Coast. That's just copium. Exactly, undead supremacy. Oh yeah, I forgot, you have like a massive fixation with like the undead. Oh, there's gonna be an ad break in like 20 seconds. I'm sneezing it again. I'm sorry. I keep on trying to tell myself like, at the minute mark, I want to like tell everyone that there's an ad break and I'm probably gonna go like BRB like to make more tea. However, I keep on forgetting that it's kind of like there. Then when I look up and at the ad break thing, it's just like ad break will start in like 15 seconds and I don't want to like immediately like rush to tell everyone like, oh my god, there's an ad break happening right now. I woke up, had breakfast, and finally cleaned up all the cardboard boxes that I've collected in my room. Like, you definitely have like a way more productive day than I did. I don't think I eat breakfast. Well, it's not that I don't think. I just don't eat breakfast. I don't know how everyone like can wake up and their immediate thought is like, I need to eat something. I mean, sometimes I eat breakfast out of necessity. Like if I'm going to class, I do know like if I don't eat, sometimes I run the risk of like having my stomach like growl a bit in class. So sometimes I do eat something small to kind of like shut myself up. However, more often than not, if I don't have to eat breakfast, I just don't eat breakfast. Which isn't good. It's probably like why I'm like usually sleepy for the rest of the day. It's because I have like no nutrients and vitamins. I'm doing good today, just prepping for job interviews. Oh, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Prepping for job interviews. Very scary. Being in an interview is like horrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh god. I really wish you the best of luck with that. I'm sleepy, but I don't want to fall asleep. Why not, Landy? I mean, I guess it's like pretty early for you. Yeah, it's like, what? 6 p.m? 5 p.m? And like, the West Coast? Fly me to the moon and let me kick its ass? Snake supremacy. Let's destroy a giant powerful emerald to release the god of destruction so that it can flood the earth and destroy the universe. Steve, I think you're in a different universe right now. I think we're not on the same page here. I have 2 meals a day too, but I skip lunch instead. Really? I feel like lunch is the one that I can't imagine skipping. Not because like, you know, like I get hungry at noon. I mentioned it before, but like I don't think you were here for when I was talking about it. I don't like eating food. I kind of like lost my sense of taste a little. So when I eat food and stuff, I usually like base like my like or dislike of it based mostly on texture. But for me, it's like I like eating lunch purely for like not the aesthetic. How do I describe it? It's like the environment. I don't know. The sun's out. More often than not, I have like my window out or I'm like outside at school. And I like sitting on a bench or like sitting near a window inside like an empty classroom and kind of just like eating a small snack or something. No, I get it. I also eat like around 2 meals a day. That's kind of why I'm probably like close to underweight. Not gonna lie, I'm terrible at interviews. Yeah. Interviews are horrifying. I feel like it's an interrogation more than an interview sometimes. Wait, where did I put that thing? How about we create a giant space station so we can live in space and blow up the planet? I think you'd really like the movie The Martian. This is why consuming the soul of a violent criminal to sustain yourself for a few months is better than cereal. Loken, do we need to call someone? How many bodies do you have under your floorboards? Interviews suck so much. 3 meals a day, pros rise up. Honestly, I kind of like salute everyone who's like able to like eat 3 meals a day. I know like that's the proper like way to eat in a single day or a given day, where it's like you want to make sure you have like spaced meals at like proper times so you're never entering like fully entering like starvation mode. So it's like kind of insane to me how you're able to do that. And chat, what do I do? There's so much seafood. I hate being allergic. Yeah, I'm not allergic to seafood, but I don't exactly like it. I don't know. Things in the water should not be in my stomach. Maybe we can conquer a monster that can warp space in time and freeze everyone in time to make a giant amusement park. I'm like 90% sure that's Bill Cipher. We gotta sacrifice a few cheetahs to give the library more taste buds. Oh, chatties. Oh my god, you just remind me. Also, there's gonna be an ad break in 30 seconds. For the ad break, I'm probably gonna go to my BRB screen, make more tea, and then like come back. So it's gonna be a 3-minute ad break. Very sorry. I hope you stick around. I understand if you don't. Ads suck a lot. But I'm gonna go to my BRB screen during the ad break so that I can make more tea because I'm running out and I live off of a tea. Thank you for the cute imagery of you eating a snack. You're welcome. I've really been meaning to talk with you. I don't know if that sounds weird. Superman has supervision and Piper requires supervision. Oh, okay. Oops. Ad break. I'm gonna be right back. Everyone, hang tight. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I noticed I came before the ad break ended. How did that happen? I usually like take longer. Anyways, yeah, welcome back. Oh wait, let me get rid of it. Yeah, so welcome back, everyone, from the ad break, the stinky ad break. Yuck, gross. I love food. I have to be the fattest person here. Oh, hi, senpai. Okay, Superman. Wait, what's the difference between Piper and Superman? Superman has supervision, and Piper requires supervision. I don't require supervision. And none, they're all zombie skeletons working the fields. I got one more. Let's eat a magical fruit so we can find the one. Can we get much higher? Eat the fake wasabi to strengthen your business. Brushy read the answer and skipped the question. I saw. I noticed. I'm sorry. Young man, in this house we don't take the sanctity of cardboard Piper lightly. I think it was Xenon who on the community post and on YouTube kind of like asked like if I we'll have like merch one day. And I don't know. I don't really feel like the kind of like VTuber who'd have like merch. I mean, it's like, what would it even be? I mean, I can imagine stickers, but like, who the hell would want to wear me on like a shirt? You know, I feel like when it comes to like actual designs for shirts and stuff, I feel like kind of just slapping like an anime picture on it isn't that tasteful. But yeah, welcome back. Muted. I'm not muted anymore. Okari. Yeah. Oh my god. Hi, Oto-san. Welcome back. That break is over. Welcome back. Speaking of food, I could destroy a bowl of ramen right now. I actually don't really like ramen, although I've eaten it, like, you know, like every now and then. You ran back so fast so you can continue yapping. I need to yap. I am built off of yapping. Yapping is also the way I de-stress. Okari? Yeah, Okari. What ad? Oh yeah, I forgot. Some people like... It's a little finicky. Like some people get ads like for the whole 3 minutes. Other people get like 30-second ads. Some people don't get ads at all. Pretty strange. Chat, what if I just ate like 2 shrimps? I wouldn't die too fast. Propass, why are you in like a seafood like area when you're allergic to seafood? Piper bookmarks? Oh, that would go pretty hard actually. I do like the idea of Piper bookmarks. Power move by having an actual book you wrote as merch. Oh, that is so true. I haven't, well, like I've mentioned before, I have been like writing a book, but I'm still like not, well, I'm not super far, but like I'm still like, there's still a lot I have to do. And like if I were to publish it, I don't know if I'd want to publish it like with my VTuber name. I kind of wanted to like, well, use my actual name to like publish the book because I want the cred. I'll wear you on my water bottle. Like put the sticker on your water bottle. Need a Piper plush to shoot/explode. Oh god. I do know that there are like content creators out there, like a lot of artists who like have like their own plushies and stuff. I don't know. When it comes to plushies, I don't like getting plushies of like people or characters. The plushies I like to get are like of character, well not characters, but like animals and like creatures and stuff from like series. Yeah, I'm looking right now, like I have, what are some plushies I have? Well, I have that giant IKEA shark. I have a crow. I have a frog on a car. I have Pomni from the Digital Circus. And I have, what the hell is that? Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's like that grass cat Pokemon that was gifted to me by a friend. Those are the plushies I have. I probably have like way more. Actually, I don't know where they are. Piper branded butterfly knife for all your butterfly knife needs. I'm not getting a butterfly knife. That sounds like a horrible idea. Although I do... Okay, to be fair... Okay, I think legally I cannot share this. Nita Piper, I already read that. A book? What genre? Oh, it's kind of like a thriller. A thriller kind of book. That takes place in like a thriller story. That takes place during the Victorian, late Edwardian period. Wait, your real name isn't Piper. I'm sorry to break the news to you, Senpai. My name's not Piper. Like my real name. Would you ever get a mascot? I don't know, should I get a mascot? That's the question. If I were to get a mascot, what would it be? I mean, I feel like an owl would be like too on the nose. I feel like, you know, everyone thinks of like a librarian and stuff, and it's just like, of course they have an owl. It's like, I'm not gonna have an owl. So like, what kind of... a snake? A sewer dragon? I could have a sewer dragon, which is an alligator or crocodile. A VTuber using a pseudonym? Preposterous. I know, crazy. Honestly, I feel like for me, it probably would have been like extremely smart. What's it saying? Like 5 head or whatever? Galaxy brain, even. If I just like made my VTuber name like my actual name, and no one would believe it to be my actual name because like everyone just assumes like, oh, VTubers, you know, come up like with a made up name or whatever. How about a worm? I don't like the idea of having a worm. I kind of already like think of myself as like a worm. Are pets allowed in the library? No. Raven? Maybe a raven, although I feel like that's a little edgy. Like for me. I vote Tressum, the best wizard familiar. I don't know what a Tressum is. I'll have to look it up. How about a book for a mascot? A book with eyes? Googly eyes on a book. Oh my god. I don't know about that. I kind of like the idea of like having like an animal or creature as like a... What is it? As like a mascot versus, I don't know, a book with googly eyes. I feel like that would be a little too goofy. Would you love Chad if we became a worm? I'd pin you to a wall. Would you still watch Piper if she was a worm? If you were a worm, you'd be a really cool worm. Don't worry. Oh, you're right. You're right. I should be proud to be a worm. My god. Sentient book like Nier. I've actually never played like Nier Automata or like any of the Nier series. I should probably add that sometime to the polls. A brick? Senpai, why would I... Why would my mascot be a brick? I love crows and ravens. I'm all for that idea. Well, I can probably hold a poll in like in the Discord on like, you know, like whether what creature or animal should I have as like a mascot. I mean, I'm not like fully against the idea of like a crow or raven, but I feel like when you think of like a crow or raven like mascot, kind of like assume that like, you know, there's a little bit of edginess going on, and I don't think I have like an edgy look to it, like myself. Like if you look at my model, I don't know, do I look like, when I think of like a raven or a crow, I think of like someone who's like has like a kind of like Victorian or creepy like ghost type like avatar, or not avatar, model. Is a cat too generic? I mean, I can have a cat, but I do feel like it's a little generic. And I feel like there's a lot of black cats out there. I think googly eyes on a book really sells the loner. Thinking of playing from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Okay, I know I'm a loner, but I don't talk with inanimate objects. Okay, well, to be fair, I used to. I did mention before, and like, I don't know if it was last stream or like 2 streams ago. I used to like... Oh, what did I do? No, it wasn't in a stream. It was inside the Discord where I mentioned how, like, as a child, I used to like line up like rubber duckies and kind of like talk with them and have... Maybe that's where my very weird yapping kind of came from. What about a cat floating on a floating book? Original concept, not from League of Legends. I'm not having Yumi as a mascot. Kelpie. I am not having Yumi as a mascot. I hate Yumi. He's a more obscure corvid. Corvid. Isn't that like the actual like scientific classification for like ravens and crows? Not gonna lie, brick goes hard. A brick is a very versatile thing. I'm gonna throw a brick at you. What a few images in media. Tressums are magic cats with wings. Wait, magic cats with wings? Oh, that's kind of trippy, actually. A magic cat with wings. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Piper, weren't you talking to inanimate objects all day? There was nobody behind the camera today. Well, when you put it like that... I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Well, actually... Although, like, it was a different experience, like, recording that pre-recorded VOD for Sunday, I don't think it was hard for me to talk to myself, which is kind of sad the more I think about it. Yeah, there's a few of them. A basset hound. Oh, like a dog. Oh my god. Maybe a dog. I wouldn't mind a dog. I'll have you know, talking to rubber duckies is perfectly normal. Just ask a programmer. I don't think programmers are usually like in their right, like in a right headspace. I usually hear a lot of bad things about programmers. Not like bad, like super bad things, but like programmers aren't like the most sociable, which I guess is kind of similar to me. You know, I guess a loner can exactly judge other loners. corvids include crows, ravens, magpies, jays. Does it include mockingjays? Or you could use your favorite animal if you have one. I don't think I have a favorite animal. I like deer. Although, I feel like a deer mascot kind of fits like someone who has like a very nature adjacent like model. Bricks are useful, Piper. It's something we use to build things like our relationship. Like I said before, I will hit you with a brick as well. Going for the meme, a pony mascot would fit perfectly. Oh my god, wait, senpai? I think you're cooking. I think you're cooking, actually. A pony mascot would kind of go hard. I just remembered, but, you know, we don't have Piper lore, so how could a mascot fit that? Well, the mascot can be separate from the lore. I can confirm we do talk to rubber ducks. Snecko, do you need help? I have a few numbers you can talk, like call. I can see as a deer, perchance. Oh wow, wait, coincidentally, I did say I like deer before. If you're a programmer, you need to wear striped long socks. It's like a requirement. Why would you need to wear striped long socks if you're a programmer? Something we twisted to fit anything else. I think deer would be cool. Maybe. Although I'd have to like wonder, like how would that kind of work? I guess like following the theming. Although like the mascot can be separate from like the lore, of which I haven't released yet. I don't know, when you look at a librarian, do you think of a deer? Well no, you think of an owl. And I don't want to like follow like trends. Oh hi Linzira. Piper, hey chat, are we talking about relationships again? No, we're talking about mascots. I can't wait how you fit a pony into the Piper lore. I don't know how I'd fit it either. Elf mascot, pink programming socks give +4 to programming skill checks. Why? Wait, is that like a game or something? Oh, I could use, or I could see a book-shaped mimic. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool idea too. A mimic. Deer can work, but there hasn't been any deer motifs that I've seen. Yeah, there hasn't really been like a deer motif. And when you think of deer, I kind of like think of deer as like, you know, like elegant, kind of like nature, very based in nature, like creatures that like, you know, like kind of frolic about in like a forest with elves. I'm going to make me some dinner. Oh yeah, no problem. I hope your dinner comes out wonderfully, Andy, and it isn't burnt, like whatever my parents were cooking downstairs. Ever so slightly, daily and nightly, Piper the pony becomes more real. I like that rhyme. When I think of a librarian, I think of a witch, so maybe a cat mascot. Someone else did suggest a cat, but I feel like a cat would be a little too generic, you know? You can say the ribbons are the antlers. I guess that is possible. I do like, when I think of like a fictional deer, I kind of like think of, how do you even pronounce its name? That Pokemon from X and Y, Xerneas. And he's like really, really cool. Mascots, a Pegasus references classic literature while subtly being a pony reference. I kind of like how, like some of you are kind of like trying to gravitate towards, like the My Little Pony, like theme. Or it can just be customizable amorphous blobs. Like a blobfish. Hell yeah, amorphous blobs. Xerneas goated? I love Xerneas. I remember when I first played like Pokemon X and Y, I got X purely because I feel like Xerneas like way better than, I don't even know how to pronounce its name, like Yveltal? The Y legendary Pokemon. What about a Gorian rifle as a mascot? Doesn't it have to be cute or an animal to be a mascot? Piccolo? I don't think I'm gonna have a gun as a mascot. That sounds very dangerous. Xerneas is a majestic beast. Exactly. Xerneas is so cool, and I love how it has like two different forms where the lights and stuff, like its horns kind of glow when it's in battle, and then when it's out of battle, like they're like turned off. X is kind of fun. I vote gun. Or maybe Magic Buck as a mascot. I guess that would kind of like fall into the... what is it? Oh, like the mimic idea that someone like proposed earlier. Maybe a little squirrel. Oh my god. Now I'm thinking of like Squirrel Girl from like Marvel Rivals. I got Y as a kid, but I look for Xerneas now. Yeah. I mean... I don't know. It's hard for me because like Yveltal is also like a pretty cool Pokemon, but Xerneas just like completely wipes the floor. With Yveltal. I'm pretty sure even like type bias, because Xerneas is like fairy type. And isn't Yveltal like dark type? Zygarde, the other two. Oh, Zygarde's pretty cool. Although I only like Zygarde's like 50% form. Like when it looks like a giant worm. I don't like Zygarde at 100% because now it just looks like, I don't know, like a, what are those giant robots called in Power Rangers? Also, hi Piper, nice to catch your stream. Oh, hi. Welcome. Yeah, I don't typically stream on Fridays, but I felt like streaming this, well, like I mentioned before. I wanted to stream today because I won't be streaming Sunday. Of course, it will be the pre-recorded VOD for Sunday, but I wanted to like make sure that I squeeze in like at least a third live stream within the week. I prefer Yveltal myself. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yveltal definitely fits your aesthetic more. Many votes for Buck with googly eyes, but also some interesting choices like Pony, Squirrel, or Pokemon. I probably wouldn't choose a Pokemon entirely because, well, copyright, and I don't want Nintendo to kill me. Like, Nintendo's lawyers just, like, knock on my door and like beat me up, like that one JoJo scene where, like, all those people were jumping that guy on the floor. Yeah, Mimic Buck would be great for you. Yveltal, my favorite beacon bird, is dark and flying. Yeah, so Yveltal is weak against Xerneas. Yeah, it's pretty good art, beating dark. Pretty good at beating dark and fighting. Megazords. Yeah, Zygarde's like 100% form, looks like a Megazord. Like a mecha of sorts. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll hold a vote, probably. Like I said before, in the Discord, and list off like some mascot ideas. And then like everyone can vote on them in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can type in !Discord if you want to join, but no pressure. The most unfortunate thing about Zygarde is that there's no Pokemon Z. I do remember that there were like fake leaks kind of that like were like, oh my god, like there's X and Y and now there's like Z. I'm like fighting in my brain not to say Z, but there's Pokemon Z. And then it's like, no, there wasn't. You can always use Zygarde's 10% form. It's basically a dog. I do remember it being a dog. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of goes hard as well. I do like the dog form. It's got that dog in it. Sort of a mecha sort. Yeah. A butterfly can be both edgy, sophisticated, elegant, pretty cool, special, and cool and mysterious. Wait, how can a butterfly be edgy? Pokemon Sword, Shield, and Gun. I mean, if we're going by Sword and Shield, it would probably be bow or crossbow, not a gun. It's a massive leap. Technological leap. Oh, I wanted to also mention, I mean, this is probably, like, for those of you who don't know about, like, the challenges that I had to do, in, like, the previous 2 streams, I was playing this game called Alan Wake, which is, like, a survival horror game focused on, like, a writer who was trying to save his wife. And I had 2 challenges that I had. One of them on... What's today? Friday? Thursday? Tuesday? One of them on Tuesday. The other one yesterday on Thursday. And on Tuesday's stream, I had a challenge where I would message a mutual that I hadn't messaged before on Twitter. And that was very hard. I did one of them live, and that was super, super hard to do. However, I will say I have 2 out of the 4 because, like, the way the challenge worked was that every time I died, I had to message like a mutual. So because I died 4 times, I had to message like 4 separate mutuals. I've only done 2 out of the 4 right now, so I still need to like message 2 mutuals. But I think I'll be able to get that done before like I leave for tomorrow. And I'll again drop the evidence like inside the server so no one thinks I'm like lying. And then yesterday's challenge with the 1-minute video, I still need to kind of gather prompts. Well, generally the way that challenge worked was like if I died 8 times, I would record a video of me like reading. Like I don't know, like a copy pasta or something, whatever. Like the community decided on, and then I'd post that video like as a short. So I still need to gather prompts for that. I'll probably like add that as an announcement or something inside the server so that like everyone can know and they can send me your suggestions on like what to do. So I still need to do that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to like remind everyone I did not forget about the challenges. Don't worry about that. I will get to them. I initially wanted to get like them done in like the same day. However, again, like because you know time management skills are awful. I don't blame. I'm not blame, but I'm not surprised that I didn't like was able to do them like within the same week. But yeah, I will say though that I don't know, the mutuals that I do want to like, well, not that I do want to reach out to, I still am a little on edge on like the 2 mutuals that I do want to reach out to on like Twitter. And I know like the whole intent was to like get me to like open up and kind of like expand my social circle. But I don't think I can continue conversations with like people. I don't know, it's very hard. Like how does everyone here kind of like make new friends? I know I keep on mentioning it over and over, but I genuinely feel like the friendship economy has kind of like crashed. It's kind of been in shambles for like a long time now, especially since COVID. Where I feel like it's close to like as we grow older, I feel like it's getting close to impossible. I don't want to call or say anything is impossible, but I feel like it's getting all the more harder to like make friends. And especially like close friends or a best friend. Can you see yourself making like a best friend anytime soon? Like I can't. I mean, as much as I want to, it's like I think it's impossible. Meat honey, talking to people. Oh wait, no, I skipped over a lot of messages. A moth would be edgier. I think moths are far from edgy. I feel like moths are comfortable because they have like all that fur on them. Artistic liberties in the pattern on butterfly wings. Eyes usually put skills too, and they drink blood, I think. Oh, I've never seen any like butterfly like that. At least like out in the wild. Those evil butterfly like those blood-sucking butterflies, so yeah, they exist. Those beasts that make meat honey goes hard too. What is meat honey? I've never heard of meat honey before. I'm talking to people. Scary, don't look at me. Literally. I don't know, man. I felt really bad after the message mutual stream. Oh, you don't have to like worry. Like again, I was the one who like created the challenge. So it was kind of on me. I simply don't. You know what, Snicka, that is fair. Fair enough. I just talked to like people Piper. It is very, very hard to talk with people, especially people you don't know. You can never tell. For me, personally, I find it hard to befriend people who I know already have like their own friend groups and stuff. Making friends is insanely hard as an introvert adult. Somehow I got lucky with my groups. Yeah, and I'm kind of like jealous for all of the people who have like friend groups. Like already set friend groups. I don't know, sometimes people DM and I ask, what do you need? And they stop responding and I'm like, oh yeah. It's a little strange sometimes when people like initiate conversation, but then they don't continue the conversation. You know, I can imagine that's like a little disorienting. I try to look common ground and strike a conversation. If they have an interest they're really into, I try to engage that as a conversation starter and see where it goes. No, that's fair. I do know, like, generally that's like kind of like making friends 101, where you kind of like meet people, you kind of have like very similar like vibes or interests as you. And you kind of like build off of that. But I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's like people feel more closed off, or at least hostile to an extent. Like if a stranger were to like try and reach out to you, I feel like most people would be like, why is this person talking with me? Mods have no map? Wait, they don't? How does everyone make friends? I try my best to talk with people and continue a conversation. Or in the case of large groups, like this one, I try to join in the conversation and pray people like me enough to let me keep interacting. The key for me is reading the room to feel if the other party is cool with me. No, that's fair. I mean, generally, I feel like that is like a good way to kind of like suss out whether or not even you want to be a part of the conversation as well. You know, it's like you kind of like do a little like reconnaissance first. Of like, you look at what the people are talking about, the kind of people there. You kind of like gauge first. Like, do I want to talk with these people? And then after that, you know, you kind of you try to put yourself into the conversation as well. I do know that like trying to put a foothold or kind of get your foot in the door is very, very hard as well. Especially if like there's already like a flow to the conversation. Like that the group of people are talking about. I can talk to people and carry on conversation as long as the other person initiates first, but talking to someone for the first time of my own volition is very scary indeed. Yeah, so it's just like, how do people do it, you know? I don't know. It's so, I wouldn't say frustrating. It's just like, how do people reach out first? Like, I mean, everyone saw me like reaching out first for the first time like on Tuesday stream. It is horrifying to me. There are bees that instead of using nectar to make honey, they're like flies attracted to dead animals and take meat juice and use it to make honey. Wait, Green Ninja, is the honey even like edible? This year, I've challenged myself to feel more social, but I find I just get ignored a lot of the time, so shrug emoji. Yeah, that's another thing. I feel like even people who are like extroverted, I feel, still find it hard, I imagine, to like continue or engage in a conversation. Like when you're getting ignored. I don't know, when you enter a conversation or a group conversation with like such a hostile environment, how are you able to kind of like flourish socially within it? I made a few friends through work, otherwise I usually keep to myself. I don't know, like when it comes to like coworkers, do you guys consider your coworkers to be like friendship material? I mean, of course, I know it's subjective and it depends on the coworker themselves. However, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, do I want to befriend someone I work with when I know like we would probably only talk with each other at the job? Even with things I'm not familiar with, I'd ask them about something I feel they're passionate about, similar to the Genshin incident, but I'd be listening intently. I'm genuinely curious of things. Yeah. What is it? I mean, generally for me, I mean, I don't want to like sound like, I don't know, egotistical or anything, but I do think I'm good. Like if I'm talking with someone I do know or I feel comfortable around, I feel like I'm very good at continuing the conversation, hence like why I'm such a big gapper. However, I feel like not everyone's like that. I feel like one of the massive problems nowadays is that people aren't good with reciprocation at all when it comes to conversations. Like you can talk with someone, like imagine like you're being an avid listener and you're talking with someone and or like they're talking to you, explaining like something they like or like what happened in their day. But I feel like it's very common to come across like the type of people who the moment like the conversation shifts away from them, they kind of like shut off. I don't know, have any of you like kind of like met people like that? I certainly hope none of you are like that. All of my good friends have come about naturally. I don't think I've ever purposely approached someone to become friends with them. I don't know if I've just gotten lucky or what. Well, my question for you then is like, when you say naturally, were you guys trying to like be friends from the beginning? Or were, I don't know, like how do I want to explain it? Because I've heard like a lot of people say like sometimes like relationships, like well, friendships, whether platonic or even romantic, are best when they happen naturally. But I never really understood what naturally like or what people meant by naturally. Because like to me, if you become friends with someone or you become partners with someone or like try and date someone, I feel like someone here has to be like initiating stuff and like reaching out. So like, is that like natural? Or is that like deliberate? It might be edible, but they say it smells like rotting meat because, well, it's meat out in the open. That is disgusting. I don't think... Oh god. Is anyone like harvesting these like meat honeybees? It might be... Oh wait, I already read that. I never know how to start a conversation or what to ask people to keep on going. I just die of anxiety before I come up with something to say. No, I totally get that. When it comes to starting a conversation, if it's a person or with a person I don't know, it becomes very, very hard to kind of like gauge like, okay, what's a very intriguing topic to kind of like, you know, facilitate conversation, but also a topic that like the other person can relate with and like a topic that isn't weird to talk about. Like I highly doubt you'd want to talk with someone who immediately starts a conversation by saying like, what's your opinion on like pulling the legs off of a cockroach? I feel like that's a horrible conversation starter. And for me, yes, especially if I'll be working with them for many years. I guess so. I guess it also depends on like the kind of job that you have and the coworkers. And there's also getting your foot in the door. There's a flow you have to follow. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Sometimes you mesh with the flow and you're just as cool or weird as the starting group. They take you wholesale or with minimal changes. However, the hardest thing is having a group like you one day and then completely pretending you don't exist. Then I have to rewire my brain to go, no, they don't like me anymore, and move on from it. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I mentioned before, where it's like, I really find it hard to befriend people who already have their own friend groups. Because like they already have like a solid foundation like in their social circle, like their close social circle. So like why would they need you? You know? If you want to survive, you kind of need friends in work or even acquainted. I guess that's true. I don't know. I feel like I can work on my own pretty well without having to like deal with people. I don't really consider my coworkers friends. They're not much I have in common with. I mean, when it comes to jobs, I imagine it's like, it's kind of like a roll of the die on like who you all have as a coworker. Work friendships still count as friendships in my book. Yeah, but they're not exactly like close friendships. Okay, well now I'm interested in knowing like what are like the tiers of friendships that you all have? Like to me, like my definition of a friend is probably really different from everyone else's here. Where like I consider a friend, a person I can kind of like be very personal and like intimate with. And by intimate, I don't mean like in any like romantic or like physical way. It's just like I can be like vulnerable with them. Whereas like a work friendship, to me that's just an acquaintance where it's like we loosely know each other and that's kind of it. I cannot comment much here, but having friendly faces on your day-to-day improves the quality of life. Yeah. My quality of life would be so much better if I had a friend group. I think coworkers are friend material the same way classmates are, since you already have the job/class in common to talk about. I don't know. To me, like a classmate is very different from a coworker. Because like you kind of rely on your coworkers to an extent, whereas classmates, it's like, unless you're working on like a lot of group projects in the class, you don't really need to talk with them. I mean, you don't need to talk with your coworkers too, but I imagine you need to interact with them to some degree. Have you met any people that are kind of like that? I have a whole Discord friends like that. Like that. Across multiple servers to get used to it. I still try to respond back within a few days. Sometimes I'm just caught up in my life. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way where I don't know if all of you are the same, but I'm kind of like bad with messaging. I do way better when I'm like in a call with someone, because with messages, I don't know. I don't like messaging people. When the conversation escapes my sphere of knowledge, I can't do anything but sit back and fall out of the conversation. Because how am I supposed to add anything meaningful from there? No, that is true. That's one of the things I don't exactly like when it comes to group conversations, when the topic like changes to something completely out of like my field of expertise, and it kind of stays there. I mean, it's also like a good way where you can probably start asking questions, but if everyone else already knows what's being spoken about, you kind of are like hampering everyone else's like conversation with each other. Sometimes I zone out, but that is because ADHD stuff. And also because I tend to not look at people while listening. Oh, yeah, I guess that's also like, I imagine if you have like ADHD or if you're on the spectrum, I imagine like conversations are a lot harder to hold. But I guess like if you befriend someone with ADHD or who's on the spectrum, I imagine you kind of like already mentally know what you're getting yourself into. Like, I do know that because I used to have a friend who had like who was on the spectrum, and talking with them was very different. Talking with like someone who wasn't on the spectrum. Not saying that it's like a bad thing or anything, but it's just like it's a different kind of person or different kind of conversation you'd have, where I did notice that sometimes whenever I start talking or doing or saying something or explaining how my day went or one of my interests, like my old friend used to get very distracted very easily, and to me it kind of hurt me because it's like, well, you're not paying attention. But it's like one of those things where like the other person can't exactly control like that part or that from happening. Where it's like, I imagine like someone on the spectrum, but also with like ADHD or with ADHD, it's very hard to like stay focused. I don't know because I don't have ADHD. I'm not on the spectrum, but I imagine it's like very hard to pay attention to the other person, especially if they're talking about something you don't really know. There's a better starter than asking the weather. Ask about pineapple on pizza. Oh, hydrate. Drink water. Piper, your voice be cracking. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, a reminder that I've been talking like for a while now, even before stream started. When I was doing like the pre-recorded VOD, I was yapping a lot to myself. So my voice already kind of like has given out. My current friend group have been together since middle school. I met them all through sharing classes and events and just happened to interact with them by circumstance. And that just built up over time. It's hard to dictate whether or not there is an exact point in time where someone becomes a friend. I guess that is true. We're like... That's one of the reasons why I'm very jealous of like people who have like childhood friends. Like from high school or from middle school, what have you. And it's purely because like you have years in the friendship, and because of that, you're just like that much closer compared to like not having a friendship like stem from that long ago. I use humor to break the ice with people all the time. A dumb joke can work wonders. Well, that comes with its own like risks and stuff. Like, I think I would like. I feel like it's social suicide. To like make a joke, and like no one laughs. I feel like that's social suicide to me. Stranger acquaintance friend. Friend is someone I can really chat to over text or in class and wouldn't feel weird, but a good friend is someone I can hang out with IRL. Oh, so for you, it's kind of like IRL plays a very important role. Because now that you mention it, I guess there's a very distinct difference between an IRL friend and an online friend. You know? I think my definition is pretty much the same as yours. There are levels of closeness, and the difference between acquaintance friend and good friend differ between people. Yeah, and I feel like it's that clash in different definitions of like the friendship tiers, or like the hierarchy of friendship. That really leads to like a lot of like misunderstandings or like problems between friends. Piper's like Komi, she needs 100 friends. I don't need a lot of friends. I'm definitely more of a quality over quantity kind of person, where I would much rather have like a really close best friend over like maybe like a group of 10 like good friends. I feel like we all need like a ride or die. Everyone's definition of friends are usually a bit different. It's why you gotta make sure to know the boundaries, because different people place their boundaries at different levels of the friend spectrum. No, that is true. And like, kind of like how I mentioned before, if you kind of like don't understand each other's boundaries as far as like friendships are concerned, that's how like misunderstandings and like problems start to arise between friends. The friend level depends on how deep and how much the other person knows about you and your lore. And like your IRL lore. It's like people I don't like: acquaintance, friend, good friend, best friend. How many of you have like, what is it? Like multiple best friends? Is it possible to have multiple best friends? Or would they just be close friends? Tiers of friends: same group / online friend, to coworker, acquaintance, mutual friend, close friend, best longtime friend. I feel like, no, that's a pretty similar hierarchy I have. And you'd think the aspiring writer would be better at writing instead. It's hard for me to pick up on tone from messages, so I also do prefer voice calls. Oh, that's what you meant by aspiring writer. It's not that I'm bad at writing or messaging, it's just like sometimes, I don't know, I like the immediacy. Like the immediate stimulation that comes with being in a call with a person versus like messaging. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's just like, it's not hard for me to like read a person's message. I just kind of prefer like being able to listen to a person's tone and their expressiveness through their voice, rather than like reading blank text. And more often than not, I feel like a lot of people, especially a lot of people that I did know before and like don't really talk to now, a lot of them were like bad texters, or like bad like people who like messaged. One thing that scares the crap out of me, and I've mentioned this before, is when people like add a period at the end of their sentences, because it looks so serious. Why would someone talk to me, be friends with me if they already have friends? What do I bring to them? Whenever I think to myself, if I want to be friends with them, I don't think of their value on what they can do for me, but more of that I enjoy spending time with them, and to the extent of that. I wish more people were kind of like that, but I feel like a lot more people make a lot of value judgments in friendships, and I feel like that is not damaging, but I feel like that's one of the reasons why the friendship economy is kind of like in shambles. I prefer messaging because I can take my time to formulate responses and even edit it using an app like Discord. Well, if I need to like talk about something at length, then I definitely would prefer, what is it? I definitely would prefer like writing a message compared to like being in a call with the person. However, if it's just like a general like casual conversation, I feel like being in a call is way better, like leagues better, than being, again, like a, I don't know, like writing a message or a DM. For some reason, written words just come faster than my brain than spoken ones a lot of the time. I think most of that is social anxiety with actual humans. I guess that's another possibility. I hate writing because it's hard to properly say what I mean. I hate talking because I have to hear myself and can't think fast enough to formulate what I wish to express. Conclusions stop looking at me go away. I have to like, what is it? I've mentioned this before as well. Whenever I talk with people IRL, I have this bad habit now of like just staring them down when they're talking. Because it's like, I was like raised over time, like during childhood. Because I had this problem where like I didn't like looking at people in the eyes, like at people's faces when I spoke with them. So then my parents were like make sure you look at the person's face, like when you're talking with them. And I just like, I'm kind of like wide-eyed, just like, and look at them. But I can understand, what you said for some guy. I guess like it depends on the person. Like some people prefer words over like a spoken word. But I guess for me personally, I prefer like hearing people's voices. Like it's also like a point of interest for me as well. Because I like hearing people's voices. I love hearing like the intricacies. Or like how everyone's like voices and like tone or pronunciation is like slightly different compared to the person next to you. As a person with both neurological conditions, I can assure you it's just that the mind tends to wander out of nowhere, even on things I like. I have to shift my attention actively before I end up missing half the conversation. Simply because my brain takes what you said and connects it to something unrelated 20 times before I'm totally lost on what's going on. Yeah, so again, it's like one of those things where I imagine like someone, as you said, with like a neurological, neurological condition would find it a lot harder to like facilitate a conversation because, well, your brain is doing things that you don't exactly want happen. When you make a joke and it doesn't land, you have to explain the joke, just that will make it better. That's even worse, explaining the joke after like it falls flat. I make bad jokes all the time. What's important at this point is that it makes me laugh. I guess that's another thing. It's very important that you find your own joke funny before you share it, but also context is very important, and being able to read the room, as people have mentioned before, is vital in ensuring that you don't like either make anyone uncomfortable or like embarrass yourself. Best advice for making friends is mastering code switching and knowing what kind of humor works with who. That's like a super hard thing as well. I mean, this isn't me like giving excuses or anything. It's just like, I do know like different friend groups have like different humor. Or like, or what's that meme? Where it's just like, oh, you accidentally use like friend group A humor with friend group B. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that problem personally. Mostly because, well, I don't have a friend group. I had friend groups in high school, but not anymore. Well, friend groups. Singular friend group in high school. How many of you have multiple best friends? I have one per friend group, unless that person eventually joins the other group. That is rather unique. I've never heard someone have like multiple friend groups in that way. Or multiple best friends in that way. I usually just put people at close friends and not say best friend internally. I feel like that's for the better. I feel like the moment you call someone your best friend, it kind of like leads a bit to like, I feel like it's a little problematic. For me, it's like I can have close friends, but I don't think I can name a single person a best friend because like each friend like offers something different. I'm not saying that I value them based on what they offer, but like they do something. Like our dynamic is different depending on like the friendship. So if I were to call like a person a best friend, well, maybe I really like them because they're, you know, I can be vulnerable with them. However, they can't do X, Y, or Z. You know, like I can talk to them about like my personal problems. However, I can't talk to them about my interests. So like different people have like different roles in your life to an extent. And with you, I only have 3 close friends that I have been with me for years. Funny thing is that I'm terrible while reaching out. That bond is always there. I've always wanted like a friend who... Because I know like the common thing nowadays is that you hang out a lot or pretty often with your friend in order to like maintain your friendship. I kind of like want a friend who I can like talk to like every once in a blue moon. Like, not saying like that's the only friend I want. However, I do kind of want a friendship like that where I can talk with them like once in a blue moon. And, like when we talk again, it's like nothing's changed. Oh my god, where was I? I just like typing more online. I'm a Riz Larper. I can only e-Riz. That's fair. I don't blame you. This is serious business. Oh my god, not the period at the end thing again. There's nothing wrong with adding periods at the ends of sentences. Well, I personally feel like the period at the end of the sentence just makes the sentence feel very intimidating. I can be your friend, Piper, with the period. Kelpie. Why? Piper said the word leaks. We need to bring back proper punctuation. Maybe not here. I used to write very grammatically correct whenever I'd message people. But in order to kind of like, what is it? Not adapt, but like assimilate and not like intimidate people all the time, I started writing like with the worst grammar ever. Like I never capitalize anything. Sometimes I don't add periods and stuff. And that's purely so that, you know, I seem a lot more casual. You don't want to hear my intricacies, trust me. I'm sure your voice is like perfectly fine. I'm a native English speaker, but I got a 49% rating on a speaking test. Wait, how does that happen? How did you get a 49%? If you're... I had a close childhood friend who lived across the street. We grew apart and he eventually moved away. Aw, that's so sad. Oh, hi. Neymar Jr. Hello. Welcome. My throat is like so dead, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it. I ran out of tea. And like I've been talking like for the past like around like 4 hours. Makes me like kind of wonder like how did I... Well, then again, those streams, I would play a game and I don't really talk much during a game. So this is like back to back, like just chatting. It's like 4 hours to a degree of just chatting. She wants to befriend a werewolf, but only the werewolf, not the human. She only hangs with them on full moons. I guess when you put it like that, that's a little funny. Friends like that are kind of only possible after being friends for a while before that. Yeah. It's like a childhood friend, except like you moved like pretty far from each other. And now the only reason why you don't talk with each other a lot is because of like the distance. Oh, welcome back, Profas. I feel that the period at the end makes it feel more intimidating. I've been told I'm intense. Yeah. Proper grammar is for business speak or serious talks, which are both scary. Exactly, so my mind kind of associates like, you know, having proper grammar with like that kind of like, what is it? Implication. You have to join the Borg just to fit in. The Borg. Probably because of the Zoomer slang. Tea break for the Piper's tea, and how much tea has she chugged today, I wonder? Not enough. I redeemed hydrate for nothing. No, when you redeemed hydrate, I drink the rest of my tea. Which means, like, I don't know how long ago you redeemed it, but now I don't have any tea to drink. F. A test measures clarity, enunciation, tone, accent, etc. And a top score would be a radio quality voice. I wonder what a radio quality voice would even sound like. I'm filled with steak and still like 8 things of pudding. I think today was a great day. Well, congratulations on your, I don't know, pudding thievery. Also, I'm very happy that you enjoyed your dinner. Then you're halfway through being a radio star, soy boy. Be careful around TV. Yeah, don't worry, Tinker. Also, an ad break is gonna start in like 30 seconds. I'm probably gonna go BRB again so I can, well, make myself more tea because, my god, my throat is like in shambles right now. Piper killed the radio star. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not really. I also like kind of have to like use the bathroom, so I'm a little sorry. But yeah, there will be a 3-minute ad break. We'll continue yapping for like a little bit longer, maybe like half an hour more, and then probably gonna end stream. So I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, hang tight. Yeah, I noticed I was muted. My bad. Well, time on the BRB. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. I think it's over. My throat is like so dead. I'm like so raspy right now. I'm so sorry. But generally, what were we talking about before that break? I like completely forgot. I mean, a little more tea. Oh, hi, Muted Magic. You can open text to speech and just type what you want to say. No, it's fine. I don't know. I kind of just like relaxing here. It's been quite the hectic week for me. Like kind of looking back. What with all the challenges and stuff. What else? The challenges, this trip happening. I don't know. I kind of just like sitting back and kind of just like de-stressing a little. My mind is so blank right now. But generally, we're going to miss you, Piper. It's fine. You'll still see me on Sunday. I just won't see you guys on Sunday. But again, I'll be right back on Tuesday. And remember, if you're in the Discord already, I highly, highly encourage you to vote. What is currently in the lead right now? Oh my god, Little Nightmares 2 is in the lead. I would be pretty down to play Little Nightmares 2. Because the first game that I ever played was Little Nightmares 1. So I feel like that would be pretty cool. Oh my god, second place is Sonic X Shadow Generations. Why are so many people voting for it? I miss her already. I already miss Piper. Don't worry. I'm still here. I'll be here for the next 20 minutes or so. There's only one answer on what's on the lead. I sincerely hope it's not Sonic X Generations. Bring us souvenirs? Don't worry. When I come back on Tuesday, I'll be sure to yap about like what I did over the weekend. Out of state. Oh wait, can you recommend me a song to listen to? Well, I've been listening to a lot of like Billie Eilish recently, so I can definitely recommend the what is it? The Hit Me Hard and Soft album. The Shadow Generation situation is insane, not fake. Can't wait for my holidays so I can tune into your streams more often, honestly. It does make me happy. I mean, yeah, I do know that like my streams are like very much like at bad times, but I am appreciative when you join. I still think, what is that? Mostly due to money constraints or bad financial decisions, I'm kind of broke, but I still do plan on commissioning you. I really do like your art. Although I did see, congratulations by the way, because I did see recently one of your posts on Twitter saying like how you're like kind of like swamped with commissions, and I'm very, very happy for you. Don't worry. Streams aren't usually like this kind of like, I wouldn't say laid back or like boring or anything. But I'm usually a lot more, well, I feel like I say this too in like a lot of streams. I'm usually a little more energetic in other streams, but again, because today has been kind of busy, I'm kind of like low battery. I mean, you can straight up hear it, my voice. Already getting very raspy. I'll never forgive that one person who said I sounded like I was 35. I don't know if they were like joking around or if they were serious. I'm pretty sure that person was serious. And I've never lived it down. I won't lie, I would prefer to do a lot of other things than watch Sonic. Well, you have to make sure that Sonic doesn't win the vote. I was going to vote for Sonic, but it's not Sonic Adventure 2, which would be the first Sonic game you play, assuming you haven't played Sonic before. I've never played Sonic before. Birds of a Feather will be played at the wedding. Birds of a Feather is like the most popular song. Like in that album. Like it's insane. I can literally open Spotify right now. Yeah, and it's been played like, what is that, 2 billion times. I personally kind of prefer like, what is it, L'amour de ma vie and Bittersweet inside the album. But Birds of a Feather is like really good. Sonic Spinball, best one for sure. Don't, oh my god, wait. No Pressure prefers he has a friend in my minority. Really? I feel like I haven't done anything yet. Don't worry, I'm just happy to hear from you. What's wrong with being 30? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being in your 30s. It's just like, for me personally. Because like, oh my god, can someone do math for me? My birthday hasn't elapsed this year yet. 2024 minus 2002. What is that? 22. Being a 22-year-old and being told I sound 35, that's like a 13-year difference. It's like saying you sound like a decade older. I don't know. I feel like that, I mean, it's not a bad thing. If you're in your 30s, I'm not saying like life's over for you. But I personally would not, like, don't want to be told that I sound like I'm in my 30s. That guy lives rent-free in your head. Oh my god, that guy definitely does. Definitely does just live rent-free in my head. It's kind of funny. The age of 30 is in demand, don't you know? That's what a lot of people say. I don't believe them. Make them pay, they should pay rent. So true. You sound very young and very fresh. I get very young, but what does very fresh sound like? There's nothing wrong with being in your 30s. What a liar. Piper rejected my friendship proposal, so we are not friends. You gave a friendship proposal? She forgot her age. Again, I haven't spoken with Piper enough to call her a friend. Maybe one day. Better start charging rent for that guy. Yeah, any guy who has like who lives rent free in your head have to start charging them rent. You don't sound a year over 60, you hag dork. Vokun. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. It's murdering time. 30s are the new 20s, right? Right? Sure, if you're in your 30s, maybe. I have a one-sided friendship with Piper fueled by delusion. Wait, one-sided friendship? Like, which way? Fresh, yeah. Piper is 35 in elf years. We don't talk about elves here. Remember that. What is Piper, a Subway sub? Can confirm 30s is old. Imagine being 30, LMAO. I still want to say that I really like that low poly model you made of me. And it's so cool seeing how that works in VR chat as well. You can't kill that which has no life. I guess that is true. You are devoid of life. Saying that I sound like a 6-year-old hag. And time to get parasocial. Look, all I'm saying is that I better be a wizard when I turn 30. Imagine like turning 30 and you just immediately get like a wizard pass. If only. Unfortunately, life is not at all. Does not work that way. Yeah, I'm not parasocial in the slightest. Also, I'm 40 and still not a wizard. Also, I know I already said, like, remember the game that I played, like, for the pre-recorded VOD was Exit 8? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to play it right now. Because there are some times when I can't tell there's an anomaly, but apparently there is an anomaly. Would you guys be down to, like, helping me play Exit 8? Or do you think we should just keep this, like, strictly, like, just chatting? I'm 40 and still not a wizard. 95% safe bet on paper not knowing the 30-year-old wizard thing. I do not know. Is that a meme? The title of wizard is earned. Imagine being born in the 1900s. You have to blow up several pedestrians. Wait, what? You have to blow up several pedestrians and make a deal with one of the woodland creatures? That is insanity. It's almost 2 hours, Piper. How much time will stream be? Well, probably just a little longer. I don't know. I mean, there's still like some other stuff I have to do. But generally, I don't know. In 3 hours, I'll be halfway through my 30s. I want to go back. Oh my god. Maxip, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, being, you know, like mid-20s isn't that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, I'm not in my mid-20s yet, but for copium reasons, I need to know that it's not that bad. Oh, welcome back, Probopass. What's insane is the power you get as a wizard. Where is this wizard dogma coming from? Why do you guys just have like a sudden fixation on wizards? Probably just a little bit more. 3 hours later. Don't worry, it's not gonna be 3 hours like long or anything. She is young and filled with vigor. We must drain it from her. I do have like what is that? Not adrenaline. Like I get bursts of energy sometimes, and I feel like that just comes with being, well, young. And we love wizards, huzzah. You're earned being a wizard. Being a sorcerer falls into your lap, and the sorcerers are lame. I'd be a wizard if I weren't a dragon. You're a probopasta. For reasons I have to say that, mid-20s is not that bad. Boy, do I have bad news for you. Mid-20s isn't that bad. I've been told I'm a 21-year-old with the habits of someone pushing 60s. Oh, Kelvin, no, I'm so sorry. I know exactly what you're talking about, because I do know some people who, like, are quite young, like, around my age. But they kind of act like old people. Or, like, whether it's in the manner they speak, and, like, their, I don't know, like, their body language, or, like, their interests, it's like, I kind of get that. Not a human wizard, though. Come, me and my wizard companions. You guys have just like a little wizard circle like going on here. Chat, we must put on our robe and wizard hat. Oh my god. Guys, we're not having like a wizard be a thing inside the library. Actually, wait, I think I have enough money to order a wizard hat. My classmate last year thought I was like 23 or that was something. But I think we got that from my ear having wait, what? My ear of having no idea what I'm doing. 47 guy. If I remember correctly, you are in your late 20s. Can you wait for the day? I am 30 now. Oh well. Happy belated birthday, but also, my condolences. You are 17 years from being literally 47 guy. Yes, we are. Did someone say wizards? Oh my god. Can someone hex the streamer, please? Wait, I thought a hex was like a witch thing. Like witches hex people. Wizards go like, I don't know, freaking Channel Pass or something. Is anybody gonna say the requirements for becoming a wizard, or shall we leave the uneducated masses in ignorance? Wizard supremacy! Get rid of the tree-hugging furries that are druids? I kind of like the idea that like wizards kind of beefy with each other, depending on like the type of wizard they are, or variant of wizard. The streamer, hex is just a method. Well, when I think of a hex, I think of like, I don't know, like a curse. What is a hex? But druids are cool. I like the druids. Yeah, I'm not that kind of wizard. I have had healthy, long-lasting relationships before. Wait, is there like another... Wait, what is the meaning of being a wizard at 30? Fuck the wizard council. Hex mentioned? Wait, no spells, my bad. Not my first thought. Artificers is where it is. Wizards and druids are magic boomers. What's an artificer? What are these, like, variants of wizard? Druids suck? Go hug a tree, you wanna be elf? Okay, well, Pterodactyl kinda got you there. Wizard means you've been a virgin until then, so you get... Wait. Wizard means you've been a virgin until then, so you get powers. So are you all wizards? Time to teach Piper something new. Again, my favorite type of streams. It means being a... I'm sorry. It means being a virgin in your 30s. Arcane engineer. Artificer is wizard plus engineer. Oh, okay. I kind of like artificers then. The idea of like mixing magic with like technology is such a cool thought. I mean, that's why I like arcane. Artificers are like the engineers to wizards' physicists. I'm lame. Real wizards just study. Oh, that's so boring. Setting a magic bond to tinker. Oh, I'm young and youthful. I mean, that is true, but maybe you'll become a wizard. I'm sorry. I know it's like so like early freaking 2000s to make fun of people who are not, well, not virgins, but like, oh my god, showsummercy. I was gonna say show summary again. I'm so sorry. Thanks for the raid. Okay, let me shout. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. We were just talking about... Well, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I should share what we were talking about. It's kind of funny, but... In any case, I hope you had a wonderful stream. What were you doing for your stream? I'm sorry. What were you talking about before? Before you raided? I don't know if it's appropriate. I don't know if you or like your raiders want to hear it, but we were talking about a wizard. Like, what a wizard is. Because I thought people were just talking about like wizards like magic. But apparently it's slang for, what is it? Apparently it's slang for a person who's a virgin in their 30s. And I didn't realize that that was a slang term. And then I asked everyone if they're all wizards. I have had long and healthy relationships, damn it. Oh, sure thing, 40-some guy. You wanna put on your wizard hat again? Welcome to your doom. And that's what they read into. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's an artificer subclass that's basically just a librarian though, the archivist subclass. So like, all they do is read? I heard virgin something. I think it's only because we are self-aware and self-labeling. You talking about wizards? I was. Piper should not throw stones at wizards lest they throw back at her amateur spellcasting. Listen, all I'm saying is that... Don't worry, don't worry. Wait, what is the female equivalent of like a wizard? Would that just be a hag? Generally though, you don't have to worry. Like, I mean, to be fair, I'm not in my 30s, but I am still a virgin. I don't know if I should straight up be saying that now that I think about it. I'm so sorry. I feel like that was too much. However, like, I'm with you all. I may not be in my 30s, but, you know, like, wizards all around. And maybe a witch. Wait, I lost where I was. Black mage are cool. Vivi, my beloved. Not gonna lie, I thought we were talking about magic too, but this is funnier. I thought we were talking about magic. I didn't realize we were talking about, like, virgins. And I'm a freaking wizard for the wrong reason. Show some mercy. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, you'll make it out there. You'll make it there. I still have time, fortunately. I'm so sorry, Kelvy, that like the one stream that you catch is like we're talking about wizards, which is apparently slang again for like virgins in their 30s. If you make it to 40, then you become a sage. This is so funny. I put on my robe and my wizard hat. Tips wizard hat, Miss Streamer. Huzzah turns equivalent of a wizard is a witch. You know what? Screw this. Cast Meteor Swarm. Isn't wizard gender neutral? I have no clue. There's no female equivalent to a wizard when it comes to this thing that I'm aware of. Oh, so we can all be wizards then. Oh god, mic stuff. Okay, sorry. I think I fixed it. But what I was saying was, we can all be wizards then. If wizard is a gender neutral term, we can all be wizards. There's no female equivalent to a wizard when it comes to this thing. Yeah, I cast men butt crack. It's assumed women can get it at any time. Tinker. Absolutely not. That is not at all true. Something society devaluing women for losing their virginity but mocking men for not doing so. I don't know. Like, the wizard slang term is so funny to me. God, I feel like a child. Wait, I remember my favorites? Chronomancers and their stupid little outfit. I've never heard of a chronomancer, but I assume that has to deal with time. I've experienced the touch of a woman, so sadly I can't be a wizard. No, Great Ninja, you're a wizard. Don't worry, in spirit. And the only spell I know how to cast is Etchy Butthole in a public setting. I cast so many ketamine ape. A muted mic scuff. A little bit of mic scuff. Yeah, I noticed. It wouldn't be a stream without mic scuff. Her voice got banished for a sec. So back, the wizard teas have made their debut. Technically, wizard is gender neutral, depending on wizardry lore you choose. I'm gonna eliminate myself from the wizard. I can't even read it. I'm gonna eliminate myself from the wizard candidates here, I swear. Oh, sure thing, Kelpie. Sure thing. I'm gonna choke on my tea. Don't worry. I believe in all of you. You all will be wizards for the rest of your lives. I believe in you. Chronomancer is wrong. The Final Fantasy class is time age. Bit less cool, but still love them. Well, I've never played Final Fantasy before. I can cast social anxiety. Well, I consider witches warlocks as people who make pacts with evil forces in exchange for power. I don't know the intricacies of like, what is it? Of like, witches, warlocks, and sorcerers and whatnot, but I put on my robe and wizard hat thing as a callback to some IRC chat that was recorded on a site with quotes about a guy who brings magic into adult roleplay chats. That is a special kind of weird. So, which stuff can't be a female wizard? My companions, you must be proud of your wizardry. It's like the "You're a Wizard" Harry, like from Harry Potter. Don't worry, guys, you're all wizards. Speak for yourself. I prefer warriors is where it's at. I've had multiple years-long relationships, damn it. I'm sorry for the guy, but you're a wizard. You just have to accept it. So witch is the woman who marries a guy, has a child, then steals everything in a divorce. No, that's just a horrible person. Despite popular belief and logical thinking, I'm actually very popular with women. Kelpie, listen. You don't need to have copium here. We're all sad loners. We're all sad loners here. You don't need to. You don't need to have the copium. You all are wizards. You're shortchanging me. I'm going for either monk or lich. I think Viper is just projecting, wishing that all of us are also wizard with her, when it's her that will remain Hogwarts in 7 years. Warlock makes a contract and gets paid. Sorcerers are born rich. Normal wizards work in IT and go mad working for money. I think that's spun you a little too much with IRL. I'm not yet a wizard. I still have multiple years to go first. Nonsense, you're all wizards to me. You're wizards in my heart. Don't worry. I will have a wizard academy just for you guys. I have to disagree, and my evidence is that 100 guy challenge that whatever posted to YouTube, something like 99 out of 100 guys immediately accepted the woman's proposition for sex. Wait, really? Like, why would they do that if you don't know the woman? But I have no plans to divert. Right now, I'm just an acolyte of the arcane. Is that what you're calling it now? All you people who call yourselves, like, variants of wizards, is that just your copium because you don't want to be a wizard anymore? Is that what's happening? Right now, I'm just... Oh wait, I already read that. I'd rather eat a bullet. Oh my god. Wizard is such a funny... Oh my god, remember how I was trying to, like, think of a new, like, fan name for everyone? Like, and I was thinking, like, replacing devotees with book runners? What if I call you all my little wizards? That's either the most insulting or nicest thing you've said about chatters. I'm a sage, thank you very much. Oh, Vader, I'm so sorry. My parasocial streamer keeps calling us meatinless. No, I practice pipermancy in my free time. What would that be? The wizards? If Piper says I'm a wizard, then I guess I'm a wizard. She's my friend after all. Exactly. Kelpie, we are such close friends. You're a wizard. Oh no, we're becoming wizards. I like it. Don't worry, 47 guy. I believe in you. You'll graduate from being a wizard eventually. I don't think so. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. You will not graduate from being wizards. All of you will forever be loners with me. I'm gonna hex your twiggy little ass. Don't worry, 47 guy. Oh my god, no. You can hex people, 47 guy, because you're a wizard. Isn't that insane? Beefy Muncie. We all got the wizard permit. Tools of the wizard trade are on your table. I'm Jace who dabbled in politics, and like you who is a victor who stayed and studied the arcane. Green Ninja, that's a lot of talk for someone who's like probably like a sage at this point. Acrius Frenicus. Damn straight murdered all of chat. There's no graduation, just knowledge of the forbidden aeromancy. I want to be the super wizard though. Antism wizard. Don't worry, you all can be variants of wizards. I think I'm gonna add wizards to the poll. And everyone's gonna be so confused like the people who did not join stream today. We'll be so confused. Like, why are we calling everyone wizards? That's so funny. I forgot who like shared it, but thank you so much for like teaching me what wizard means. I love it. I love it so much. You're all my little wizards. It's like calling someone a virgin. I'm quite fond of wizards. Me too. I love wizards. I love magic. The magic of virginity. God, I'm a special kind of stupid. You bastards do this all. Can I be a special kind of wizard? I feel like I have potential. Oh yeah, Kelpie, don't worry, don't worry. You'll be everyone's special little wizard. I'm like now debating whether or not to like archive. What is this? To archive the stream because this is like so cursed. This is such a cursed stream. Oh my god. Are we really gonna end with wizards and virginity? There's no way. There's just no way. We can do better. I followed you for a week and these streams are becoming my favorite. Well, to be fair, we don't often talk about virgins and like wizards and stuff, but I don't know. Today it's like it's a different story. Put it in the VOD channel. Piper's gonna sacrifice all of the wizards to make the most powerful Philosopher's Stone ever made. Some of us should cast curses to make PP smaller and others to make her bigger. That's the Piper experience. We can't come back from this. You did this to the stream yourself, streamer. No one to blame for the spells but yourself. Excuse me. The spells are handed from me by my fellow wizards here. I cast spell to rotate the Piper. Well, I cast... oh, crap. There we go. I cast... I don't know. I'm twisting chat. I'm rotating. I cast rotation. It's Friday, rules don't exist. Degen Fridays. Maybe. I do know, like, generally I'm a very, like, modest and, I hate that I'm gonna unironically say it, demure, like, streamer, or person in general. But I don't know. I kind of like dabbling in this very funny... It's kind of degen. Like, humor. Oh, so you're just a diligent wizard student in training. Her eye is part of the ritual to train us, slowly turning her eye into a philosopher's stone. All this is funny. There you go. I cast rotation. All of your arguments no longer hold any weight. It's over for you. Now all of you wizards cast vomit. God, this went from like a very chill and laid back stream to like one of the funniest streams we've had in like a while. I'm sorry, chat. My spell misfired. I cast Piper Wojak. Oh, that's cursed. I think the only spell that works on me is the love spell you casted on me when we first met Piper. Ah. I cast Testicular Torsion. It's like that one, what is it? I don't know how many of you saw it, but it's like that one, like, wizard meme. The Testicular Torsion meme. Piper, that's horrible. I like how serious that message looks like on its own. Piper, that's horrible. I'm imagining it's like that, like, one, like, white cartoon character with like the face of gas, just like like looking very seriously at the other. Oh my god, I can't remember like the exact name. I cast men butthole. Wizard words are horrid. We shouldn't talk about them. I have several of those saved. Piper, don't. Piper, you just killed a guy. Don't worry, it was deserved. That person needed to be killed. It was the only way. I cast when you leave the TSA agent, it says have a safe trip and you reply you too. Oh, that's... okay. Sorry, I tried shortening your name. Show some mercy. I'm gonna call you Mercy. Mercy, that is horrible. That is so... the secondhand cringe. Piper, can you just resurrect them? I don't think so. Piper, that's forbidden magic. I cast men butthole. I cast random inspection. I cast random inspection. It's just a guy with like a white glove, like ready to like give you like a colonoscopy. I go by Mercy, so it's fine. Sorry I didn't give you a heads up. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I kind of figured Mercy would sound probably the most appropriate. Piper, can you cast Charm on me? I can cast Testicular Torsion. I cast Roundhouse Kick. There's magic in the words they say. Word, call me Fishmonger the way I cast lines. Oh my god. Guys, should we start wrapping up stream? I feel like we've gone down a rabbit hole we can never come back from. We've gone down the wrong rabbit hole. And now we're talking about, what is it? Wizards and Testicular Torsion. It's over. But I do wonder, what do you guys plan on doing? Like, now? I mean, it's pretty late for me, but what are you guys gonna do? If you love this magic, means I'm sure you'll love Furin. I'm not watching Furin. I regret tuning in to get enjoyed today. I appreciate your humor, Piper. Thank you. I appreciate all of your humor. This was so funny. Honestly, this is probably the hardest I've laughed in a stream. Maybe it's because I'm also like super sleep deprived, but like, God, it's so funny. There's no wrong rabbit hole. I don't know. I'll catch your stream when the stars align again. Well, maybe, Kelvy. I was thinking of adding another day to my streams. Or like the stream week. Maybe I'll try having it be like earlier. Around the same time as like today or even on a Friday. So that like people in Asia can also catch a stream if they want to. Start a grand ritual to infect every breathing creature with testicular torsion. I'll be back to my magic blender. Going to watch Destiny Revenge prawn drama on YouTube. That's a thing. I'm at work for another 2 hours, but I'll be gaming afterwards. Oh, okay. Between how I got assigned a wizard. Terrorize the locals and make mysterious deals with the Spindleman. That is so ominous. Late Piper stream. Oh, I'm currently wrapping up stream naps. We're probably gonna raid into one of my VTuber mutuals. She's raided into me before, and I want to like return the favor finally. It's been like a hot minute. I'll be joining an event called NTR Fridays after this stream. Well, don't worry, Great Ninja, because that is exactly who I'll be raiding into. I fear now that we begin called wizards is a possibility. But wouldn't you love that name? I think you should love the wizard title. Huzzah, you're such a good friend, Piper. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just love wizards. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up stream before another advertisement break like plays. Gotta hate advertisements. Read message, let's see. Let me try typing it. Let's see. Oh my god, wizard. Wizard raid. Oh wait, huzzah, wizard raid. Here, I'll type it out and you can guys like can copy and paste it if you want to. Here you go. Oh my god, that is so cursed. Yeah, you can probably just spam that. It's been a magical night. Time to go to now. It's past midnight. Fairy godmother gonna go sleep. Yeah. Huzzah, you're a wizard. There's only one way you can get someone out of the community now, because we're wizards now 100%. You should all love being wizards. But yeah, here, let me get the raid started. Raid. Worry, Tiny Tail. I think she's watching a movie right now, so if you wanted to watch a movie, she's watching like a very funny movie apparently, so feel free to do that. Huzzah, wizard raid. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. I love you guys so much. But okay. I'm gonna go ahead and raid now. Thank you for coming. I'll see you all Tuesday. And remember, on the VOD's channel, there will be a VOD, pre-recorded VOD posted. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your days. Thank you for coming. Bye, wizards!